that we are going to be like a whole new person at the end of this year or like the beginning of next year. This reading is for you if you've been going through massive transformation. I know that's like a thing that every reader says, but like the last 3 years in particular have been leading up to this new version of you that you're now growing into. And I feel like the next few months are going to help you really evolve into that new version and kind of make that version of you more integrated, more real. I feel like you are now just ready to become that person. And I was already pulling some cards, and it's a lot about is playful energy instead of the healing and the growing and the letting go of old people and having to step up for yourself and knowing why some things didn't work out and healing from that. Like that is the old energy. So I want to know what's the new energy, right? Because if this reading is for you, then you know that the last like 3 years have been weird and leading up to something that you didn't really know what it was all for. And I feel like that is what I am now channeling. Basically, like what I'm feeling right now is that energy. So yeah, it's mostly about this new version that you have become that is more unbothered. I also feel like that is the natural way of being for you now because of what you've been through. Like you've seen some shit, and I feel like once you've seen the mistreatment, once you have experienced like betrayal or people being two-faced or people like wanting stuff from you for themselves and not for your own benefit, like it's really hard to go back to you're not that innocent anymore. Like you've seen stuff, and you also know how important it is to be drama free now because you've seen a lot of stuff and you just don't want that into your life anymore. And that's also why I'm getting this like playful energy. It doesn't have to be all that serious, and it's really important for you to prioritize your own joy in whatever shape or form that may look like for you. And there have been new opportunities coming into your life, like I feel like the beginning of this year, but I feel like that's going to continue. I also feel this for myself, like I feel that there's something coming, maybe with a person or maybe with an opportunity that someone brings in, or like you meet someone. And recently, like this week, I met someone who has given me some inspiration, and like these conversations that you have and these meetings that you have with people might lead to things that you didn't even know about before. Like I had this conversation with this girl at my job who does a lot of styling for the store that we work in, and that is like a real job. Like you, of course, you can do like the shopping displays and stuff, but she was also reorganizing the whole store and making everything look like really creative and cool. And I was like, I love that you can like really do this. We were like vibing because she's creative, I'm creative, like into personal development, spiritual stuff. So I was like, okay, we get each other. And I was like, I didn't even know that was a job. Like obviously, like it is, but I didn't even think of that. So things like that, like you bump into someone and you're just like, oh, cool, I didn't even know that was possible, like this resonates with me, right? And I also feel this fierce energy of like, I'm not gonna let the past hold me back. Like there's nothing from that I need to carry forward into this new life, basically, that I'm creating. I also feel like for some of you, it is like a 180, like it's totally different from like 3 or I know that this year is a year 9. Like every year has a different number in numerology, and this year is number 9. And so it's like the end of a cycle approaches, because next year is going to be like 10, which is like 1, and then we start all over again. So if we go back like 9 years, the version that you were then is like long gone. Obviously we like change and grow, but some people stay stuck in the past. But I feel like for this collective, it's like the last, I keep saying 3 years. I don't even know why, because for me, it's like been like 5 years or something, like since the whole pandemic thing started. I think for a lot of people, and that doesn't really even matter. It's just maybe like confirmation. I don't know. But like, it might be like last year you were a totally different person from who you are right now. But it's okay to let everything that has happened just be in the past, and for you to be in a new energy. I feel like for most of us, it's not going to be difficult to be different. I feel like sometimes I get really confused if I don't feel or like look at myself the way that I used to be. It's like, okay, who's this? Like, I have to get used to her again. And I feel like now is that turning point where we are really integrating who we've been growing into the past months, year, 3 years, whatever it is for you. So see how that resonates for you. And the beautiful thing about this energy that I'm feeling that I want to know more about is like, I feel so much change. Like, I do really feel like it's going to be that we are going to be like a whole new person at the end of this year, or like the beginning of next year. Yeah. So because of acknowledging our past and not wanting to bring any of that into who we are becoming now, I feel like we're really taking the time to evaluate kind of what has happened and it's more like being discerning and really putting those lessons into practice to like not like text back that ex, or to trust someone if you know that something feels off, or to like, if you get an invitation to something, to always say yes. Like, I feel like or like an opportunity or whatever, I feel like we really take the time to feel what feels right for us and to not jump at the first opportunity. I feel like we have really grown to love ourselves more and to be more respectful towards our future version. Like, I think that you're very much like learning who you want to become, and to be respectful towards that version right now, because you know that that's who you're growing into, right? I feel like I'm missing something, but I'm not sure. What am I missing? Like, what is the biggest lesson that we've learned? Yeah. Yeah. So this card, it's in Dutch. I'm Dutch. It says endless blessings. I feel like we are prioritizing that life gets to be good for us. I feel like we have finally let go of this idea that life has to be heavy and toxic and with drama and whatever, because we've experienced so much of it that we are prioritizing that life can be easy, life can be fun. And I feel like I showed you those cards in the beginning, like about play and fun. I feel like that's so normal that we are now in that going to get into that energy of playfulness and fun, because that's truly what we've been manifesting, what we know that we deserve now, and we do. And I feel like life is going to be easier for us. I feel like the universe is going to make it easy for us. And I think that the thing that I'm missing, that I think is the reason that I'm trying to make this reading, is that it's kind of feels weird, because life has not been easy and life has not been like that fun. For me, the last few months have been like believing that it gets to be this good. I know that a lot of people who have experienced trauma or like suffering have a hard time to believe that it's actually possible for them to get out of those cycles, and if they are out of those cycles, to like really enjoy life more, because who knows what's around the corner, right? But to have fun and to play is also to live with hope and with faith, to give life like another chance. I feel like that is what we are leaning into, and I feel like trusting is going to be a really big theme for us, to really enjoy it and to be present with it and to really be able to integrate it, to learn that we get to have fun, that we get to let life be easy, basically. And there is something about the way that this is going to come in. It's very gradual, and it's almost like this clay that has been bent into shape, like very patiently, and I feel like you are training to receive it. It's not this like big manifestation that is going, maybe it is, but it feels like in order for us to really live as that version, it has to happen gradually. So you might already be present in that reality where things are way better, have changed for the better, and you're feeling already like more playful. But it hasn't happened in like a week or whatever. Like it's been gradual, and I feel like that energy is going to carry on through the next month. So I kind of feel like it's only going to get better, but in a different way. I heard like a grown-up way. Yeah, makes sense, because if we are able to carry more joy and play, we also don't want to lose it. So it kind of feels like this responsibility to keep it growing, be able to keep it growing. And at the same time, that also means like saying no to stuff that would be disturbing our peace or disturbing our joy. And so it's not like these, like life still happens. And so we still need to be discerning of what is happening around us, if it's good for us, if it's not good for us. Mostly what I feel like is this whole positive period that is coming for us is also the healing that needs to happen after the healing, where we don't necessarily need to do a lot when it comes to like inner work, shadow work, or like rewiring our subconscious mind. That's what I used to do and still do a lot. I work with EFT, but it's more about the work being the integration, which is not something that we have to do a lot of work for. It's more like if something shows up, we can be present with it, but the integration is to learn to be okay with things turning out good, basically. And I also feel like it's going to lift a lot of weight from our shoulders. But again, it's in a gradual, slow-moving pace that is going to happen. And I feel like that is why at the end of the year, we will feel like a totally different person, because it is, that in itself is very healing. But if it moves like gradually, you're letting go of a lot of stuff gradually, or you're getting used to being in this new energy all the time. Well, not all the time, I think, but mostly. Like, it's a totally different feeling, and the new way of being at the end of the year. Because it happens gradually, you're not going to notice it a lot, but it's going to be very different at the end of the year if you look back on stuff. There is this emphasis about not wanting to let anything from the past like drip into this new phase, and I feel like I need to get some more cards on that, because like I get that. It's kind of this really fierce energy of like, it's like a reset. I'm hearing reset. I also have to think about my own process where I like changed a lot, and I really worked hard for that because I kind of had to. I went through this period with a lot of heartbreak, and I was like, I'm going to work on like a glow up basically, because I just wanted to do something for myself. I was going to focus on myself, going to make my life better, because that would give me some purpose and focus. And so I did that. And that was like the hard work over the 3 years. What I was talking about, maybe that was 3 years. Maybe that's why I said 3 years. But now it's kind of like, it's not hard work anymore. It's just what we deserve. And I feel like you know that. And I feel like that is the new energy. Like, you know that. And so if it's integrated belief, like what you believe is what you're going to see all around you. That's manifesting. And so now that you have integrated it as a belief, that is why things are starting to move around quickly, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, because it is gradually, but it is quickly. Like in different aspects of your life, like everything is going to kind of change because this will drip into your life into different parts. And if you know that you deserve better, you have more self-respect, like that has an effect on all areas of your life. And so all those areas are going to shift and change, right? Oh my gosh. So we got the Empress, the World, the Sun, and Judgment. I also feel like this fierce energy is also not afraid to still like look in the eye what is self-sabotaging. I feel like we're still going to be really honest with ourselves because we cannot afford not to. Like we know what that has cost us in the past, and so we're going to be very discerning. Also, like what is happening around us and what we are letting in, but at the same time, like what is the story that we're telling ourselves? And when it comes to believing in things being better, like am I telling myself that it's too good to be true, or do I aim for even better, higher? Like can I dream even bigger? Like that person that I met a few days ago, like she has also shown me something that I can do as well. Like, are you still going to be creative, still dream up new plans? And like, it doesn't have to stop here. Like, this is really good, and we should be so grateful for what we've done and what we get to experience and the joy and the play and whatever. But still, it can get even better. Can you believe that as well? And you are allowed to evolve and grow into an even better version. Like, I have been integrating a lot, so I didn't really know who I was going to become after like this. I already felt like, okay, I need to be integrating right now. After that period, I'm going to dream up like who else I can be again. Like it's kind of the phases that we go through. We change, then we have to get used to that new version, and then we dream up new plans, right? I feel like I'm at the start of dreaming up this new version of me again. And that feels very vulnerable and kind of weird. Because it's like I've gone through so much change already. Like, do I really want to change again? But that's how we evolve and grow. And like, if you're watching this video, you are no stranger to that whole rebirth phase as well. And you know that it keeps on happening and keeps on happening. And so yes, sometimes it's really painful, but we know why we're doing it, right? Because look at us, we're here now. Like, it was not for nothing, all this hard work that we've done. Because now we have a different belief system and we are attracting better things, right? So we know why we're doing it. And I feel like that is exactly what we are going to continue doing. Shine a light on the dark and integrate it. Like, integration is like the theme, I feel like. I also feel like there are things coming into our lives, like I said before, like things that we cannot even think of, things that are amazing, are going to be genius, very fitting into our lives, very in alignment, but there are not things that we have thought about before. And I also feel like these things are kind of going to shock us, make us want to change. So maybe these new things are going to help us dream up these new versions that we really want to grow into, because it's an evolved we are the evolved version, and that evolved version wants different things. And like this new vision is going to be different from anything that we thought that we wanted before. That's it. So it is unknown to us because we are a different version and we need different things. Hope that makes sense. I'm loving this so much for us. I feel like you guys are all badasses and have this really powerful confidence, like truly confident. Some people are fake confident, but you guys are really truly confident because you've been through it. You've come out of the other side, so nobody can tell you shit. And you know that you can manifest stuff that resonates with your soul, and you will manifest it. And I feel like there's so much good stuff still on the horizon for you. And you are going to believe it, and you are going to be integrating it. Because for you to be able to evolve into this next version that is already coming, not even coming, they're already there. There is like the evolution you've been going through the last few years, like that was already done. Like that was already coming. There is the same thing is happening now. Like there is a version of you in a few years that you're now kind of working on. And so it's not new. Like your soul already knows who that version is, and you're just growing towards it. You are making up plans with your soul. If you like go deep into your heart or your belly and you connect with your soul in meditation, like you get really still, you can hear your soul voice. They will show you, if you ask it, to show you that new version. And if you can see it, if you can feel it, you can grow towards it. Like your soul already knows who you're going to grow into. That's something that I do a lot, which is super helpful because then I can like really picture her and it's not so scary or weird anymore. It's like, oh, okay, I get it. Like that's what I'm learning now. So I keep going into conversation with my soul. And it's just going to be really like, there are so many positive cards here. And a lot of badass energy and a lot of like, yeah, I know what I'm doing and I'm not gonna get stirred off my path. I've never done a reading like this before. It's so fun. Okay. Also, if you guys are loving this reading, like please let me know, because I've never done this like camera reading before. I only did pick a cards before, and I haven't done a reading in maybe like even 8 months or so, maybe more, I don't know. So let me know, that I will maybe do another one. Emerge. Basically, that's us. Like, we started here, now we're here. We have this veil. It's like we're unveiling what has been brewing, what has been growing within us, because we knew through this whole process that we could be so much more. Like, you've always known that. And you wanted it to come out, and you really tried and you really struggled with it because of the self-sabotage, because of being afraid to shine and to be different and to be heard truly with your message. Because it was out there, or it was different, or there was no space for you. This is funny. She has a veil, right? That's just what I said. This card is called Unveiling. Unveiling. Yeah, we're taking the veil off. It's like raw and beautiful. That's what we have become. That's who we are now. We're raw and beautiful. And there's no way back. That's what I keep hearing. Like, you guys are just like, yeah, like leave the past in the past. Like, that's done. Like, we're ready now. Sovereignty, yeah. That's the energy that I'm feeling, like the badassy. It's like no bullshit anymore. We're very honest. We want to be sovereign towards others, towards ourselves, towards what we are putting out. Like, that's the most. We cannot even do anything different from that, because that goes against our nature. Like, it has to be pure. It has to be real. It has to be able to grow. If it's not for our growth, we're not doing it. It's a waste of our time. Sacred vow. Yeah, it's like this sacred vow that we've have sworn towards ourselves. Like, that was the past version of us. Like, we owe it to ourselves to be respectful towards that future version. I love that so much. Okay, any last messages that want to come through? You've done well. Like, my spirit team and your spirit team is just like relieved. They're relieved that you're on the other side as well. Basically, what we're doing now is to make sure that you're on the right path, to stay the course, to keep believing in yourself, So not make up any stories. That's a good one. Can you tell me more about those stories? Like, what is yeah. It gets to be good. Like, the stories are going to be about you doubting yourself, doubting this good stuff. Like, it's no time for doubting. Like, it's already here. So what you're gonna do about it? Like, it's supposed to be in your life. Otherwise, you wouldn't have received it. It's not. Otherwise, it wouldn't be happening. Yeah, meditate on it. Like what I said, connect with your soul. Your soul already knows that it's like ready for greatness and ready for even better things. So like, what are you waiting for? Why are you halting yourself at this stage? Because like, it's not even the like of the train is like moving forward. It's not the end station. Like the station is going to be like way ahead. So yeah, you can like stop to see the scenery and stuff, but then you're like hopping on the train again and moving forward. So what are you doing? You're like, what are you doing, honey? Like, get on with it. It's here. It's funny. Balance spirituality and practicality. Yeah, out of your head and into your heart, but at the same time I also feel like I see like administration stuff, like financial stuff, like make sure that, because life is going to move fast, and you want to make sure that you have everything up to date. And also, I listened to a podcast today where she was like, my life is so different now, and like financially, I also had to change a lot of things. Like I had to close bank accounts and change my name on different stuff, and like make sure that that stuff is also in order. It's funny that I think about this, but like, if you're so busy with the integrating and the new stuff that's happening, like you want to make sure that the new you is fully set. Like everything is done and ready for you to move forward easily. It's just like, keep that in the back of your mind to have, not necessarily like financial stuff, but like all the things that make life practical and easy, make sure that that is also up to date and into place. Because like that's what the most like if you respected yourself, that's what the most respectful version, I'm not saying that right, but the most respectful version of you would do for themselves to make their lives more comfortable and easy, to have like that stuff also ready. Oh yeah, so all the cards have been positive, and now I'm getting the 5 of Wands, 2 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords. And immediately I hear it with this one, like, there are going to be people who are going to be jealous of you, who want to have what you have. And it's for you to make the decision to go back to your old life, or to like choose to not let them. And that might not be easy. Like, it might feel like a loss. Maybe it's someone you've known for a long time, or you didn't expect someone to maybe change up on you. I've had that before, where it was like super loving, super fun, and feeling supported, and then someone like switched on me. That can happen sometimes. That's really painful. But there's more to come. Like, if you lose someone, you immediately also attract someone that is more fitting into your life. And I know that sounds really simple. It's not. I get that. But you're moving at this pace. You are attracting so many good things in your life that you cannot afford to let jealousy from other people kind of, I feel like poison it is the word that I'm looking for. And like, it's really difficult if someone is jealous, because like you might wish them the world, and you might want to like give something that you have to them, but ultimately they're responsible for their own happiness, just like you are. Like, you created this, you did the work, you know what you did to come here. And so even though you might want to give someone something, that's not possible. Like, maybe in some cases it is, but in the grand scheme of things, like, you created it, this is your life, you cannot give your life to someone else, right? So don't try. I feel like we might want to get into savior mode for some of us, where we've changed our life so much, like everyone else can do it. Like where you have been and where you are now, like you know how to get there, and you know that someone else can do that as well. But it doesn't mean that everyone's ready. It doesn't mean that everyone wants to do the hard work. And that's the painful part. Like sometimes we don't see that. Sometimes we try to learn lessons for someone. We cannot do that. That has no use. You cannot learn a lesson for someone else. You might give them advice, but that's kind of it, right? And so that's kind of a warning. Someone coming in that is gonna like claim something that you have, is what I'm hearing. Just don't let them. You've worked way too hard for where you are right now. And if you get scared, initiation and Dance with Life, I feel like it's going to sometimes feel disorienting because we are changing and it's going to be really good, and we might get like doubt and fears and whatever. If that happens, get into your playful energy. Dance with life. Know what is really important. Don't take the noise too important. Don't make the doubt and the waiting, because sometimes like if we're integrating, like the next steps might not be clear yet. Dance with life, because when you're in that playful, loving energy, that is what you are building your life on. Like how you are infusing your life now with what you're doing, with the words you're using, with the energy that you are radiating, how you treat others. Like those are the building blocks for your future version, right? And that's what we are still working with. So dance with life. Make it fun, make it joyful. Do little things that make life worth living, and be patient with yourself in the process, because you've come such a long way. Just try to have fun. Like you don't have to work so much anymore. Like the inner work is never really done, but you get to just enjoy and play right now. Like if something comes up, then you work with it. Then you like maybe do some shadow work, journaling, EFT, whatever you like to work with, right? But you don't have to go looking for it. You get to just relax, receive. This is a season of receiving is what I hear. And it's going to take a long time. Like, not for you to receive, it's going to be a long period of receiving. Like the receiving period of you just letting it all come towards you, and that it surprise you is still what I hear. Like there are going to be some things that we might not have seen coming that are positive and that are going to surprise us, that is like, is that really like something that I could do? Or I didn't even know that I liked doing this, or that I enjoy this, like those kinds of things. It's gonna keep coming. So enjoy the surprise. Don't self-sabotage, like you've done the work already. And dream up even like who you can be next, because you get to keep growing and evolving. Don't be afraid of things getting even better for you. And of course, like be grateful, be happy during it. Absolutely, you will have plenty opportunity to be grateful and happy and playful. And at the same time, you still get to explore like who else you can be and make it the best possible version that you can think of, right? Okay, I love you guys a lot. Let me know if you want another video like this. I do readings personally, so you can check the link below on my website to get a reading from me. I hope you have a really great day and love you guys.